from Russell County High School, just up Highway 431 for the Auburn Tigers and Russell County Warriors doing battle on the diamond. Auburn is up already 2-0 on a 2-run home run. And we are just 2 outs into the first inning. So we're going to pick right up in the game.
Now batting number 1, Ryan Farr.
Got Ryan Farr, the designated hitter, wearing jersey number 1, just stepped in the batter's box. And he will face pitcher Grant Johnson on the bump for Russell County. And again, apologies for the late start. Swung on and hit shallow right field. Right fielder is there. He is going to make the catch, and Russell County is going to escape the first inning with just 2 runs on the board for the Tigers. When we come back in just a moment, we'll run down the Russell County batting order and let you know how the Tigers are lining up defensively. Keep it right here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy Eye Care, we have been serving the Bi-City community for 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible. To be able to cover the 16 different high schools, the local colleges, and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy and Gordy Eye Care, for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And then you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the number 334-291-5125. Keep supporting Gordy Eye Care and keep watching Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. Live from Russell County, Auburn has just taken the field for the bottom half of the first inning. The Warriors are going to face Ethan Wade, number 8, on the mound for the Tigers. And offensively, the Warriors are going to bat Van Richards, E.J. Richards, Connor Cox, and Carson Carswell to start the bottom half of the first inning. Again, little bit of a rough start for the Warriors. 2 runs not scored off of a home run. Those were scored off of an error. And I promise you, we're not going to let you get behind on any more action in this game. Huge shout out to our sponsors. First of all, the first inning brought to you by our friend Carol Purdue at Carol Purdue State Farm. Give her a call if you want to save some money on your insurance. Our presenting sponsors, Coca-Cola, Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our good friends at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC right up the road in Opelika, and the Houston Clinic. Without them, our coverage of local high school athletics would not be possible. So pay them a visit. Let them know that Georgia Alabama Sports Live sent you. First pitch to Van Richards from Ethan Wade in for strike number 1. Two count now on Van Richards. He faces the big righty from Auburn. Fouled that one off. He's going to stay alive and live to see another pitch. And that ball ripped just foul down the first base line. Russell County coming in off a big win. First area win of the season over Park Crossing. Warriors are riding high after a little bit of a slow start, a little bit of a long skid for the Warriors. They found themselves back in the winners column, and they have stayed there for a majority of this young season. That one comes in a little high to Richards, and it's a full count, 3-2. And Richards is going to take the long walk back to the dugout after watching strike 3 from Ethan Wade. E.J. Richards, third baseman for the Warriors, going to step in to the right-handed batter's box to see what he can muster off of Ethan Wade. Again, Wade, a big kid. Rocks, fires, delivers. That one comes in low to the second half of the Richards brothers. These young men have been killing it this season. Bats are hot. He chops that one towards second base. And it's a wild throw to the first baseman. The catcher playing heads-up baseball there to back the throw up and stops E.J. Richards from taking advantage of the miscue. It's going to bring Connor Cox to the plate. Cox coming off a big win. He was on the mound for that game against Park Crossing and was dominant. Once again, we've seen him a few times here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, and he has treated us well each and every time we've covered him. Hit hard to the shortstop on the ground. There's one. Throw over to first. Another missed throw. And Cox is going to stand at first base while E.J. Richards makes the trip back to the dugout. Cox visibly frustrated. I think he got the pitch that he wanted to see, and he just didn't put the swing on it that he wanted to. But he stands in safely at first base with 2 down here for the Warriors. We'll see if Coach Danny Danielson's squad can make a little bit of noise with 2 outs. Ball off the plate and in the dirt. That ball hit hard, but right at the shortstop, who's going to take it himself to the bag. And the Warriors are retired. After 1, it's 2-0 Auburn over Russell County as we head into the top of the second inning. Keep it right here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen, live from 57 Warrior Way. Just up 431 from Columbus. We are here as Auburn has made the trip down 280 and on to 431 to visit the Russell County Warriors. Russell County went into the Tigers' den or house earlier this season and took the victory home. They are looking to do the same today. But Auburn is out to a good start. And they are sending their 7-hole hitter, Antoine Daniels, the center fielder, to the plate to face Grant Johnson, the pitcher, for Russell County. We saw Grant Johnson earlier this season back during Glenwood Border Wars, and he had an excellent performance that day. Complete game, shutout, I believe. They may have gotten a run in garbage time, but the Warriors handled them easily. Heritage School, coached by Braves legend Johnny Estrada. Johnson rocks and fires that ball chopped down the third base line. E.J. Richards made a great play to stop the ball, made a good throw to first, but just not in time for the speedy Daniels from Auburn. It's going to bring up Brett Farr. I'm going to have to make sure I don't call him Brett Favre today, but he's going to step into the batter's box to face Johnson with one down here in the top of the second inning. Johnson going to check the runner over at first. And he got back safely. Checks him again. Very close play. Tag put on Daniels by Carson Carswell. It was a high tag. He was tagged in the right spot. And he takes off for second base. Carter Cannon has a little trouble on the transfer from the glove to his throwing hand. And Daniels is going to arrive safely at second. Once again, I am Ricky Rogers, happy to be bringing you Russell County Warriors baseball on this early afternoon game. We've got action happening all over the Chattahoochee Valley today. Georgia Alabama Sports Live is all over it, guys. We're also going to be live from Hula Hands a little bit later on tonight with the Georgia Alabama Sports Live show. Once this game is over, I'll be making my way to Hula Hands. Going to sit down and interview Coach Larry Knox, athletic director here from Russell County. Going to hear about some of the great things happening here with Russell County Athletics. Coming off of a strong baseball season, off to a great start with baseball. Of course, most of you know about the football success from the fall, and we're going to sit down and have a conversation with him and just let him gush about all things Russell County. He is very proud to be the Russell County Athletic Director. So, going to hear from him, and we've got a couple of other special guests lined up. So, if you want to wait a little late to eat, meet us at Hula Hands around 9 p.m. and join us as we recap all this week's action so far. Umpire threw up the out sign and changed it to safe. I heard someone from the crowd yell that he's off the bag. Bases juiced for Angelo Santiago, who's the third baseman. That ball driven into left field. Auburn's going to get one. Van Richards was there to make that play and get the ball in quick enough to just limit the damage to one run. Grant Johnson still living here in a little bit of trouble. Bases are still loaded for Auburn's second baseman, Carter Chamblay. Johnson rocks, fires, delivers. Swung on and missed by Chamblay. Johnson's not a pitcher that's going to blow the doors off anybody, but he is accurate, and he throws hard enough to keep batters guessing. Another swing and miss for Chamblay. Swung on, chopped foul right at the Warriors dugout on the third base side. If you're just tuning in this game, y'all bear with me just a bit. I am producing and calling and handling the filming for today's game. Auburn's going to plate another run, and they are quickly out to a 4-0 lead over the Warriors. Base is still loaded here for Warriors pitcher Grant Johnson. Johnson looks in, gets his sign from his catcher, Cannon. Rocks, fires, delivers in the dirt. Batter is Brady Sack, right fielder for the Tigers. He stands in awaiting the pitch from Johnson. Swung on and chopped foul down the third base line. Warriors pitcher Johnson will be fine if he can finish batters off. Not pitching bad today. Auburn is hitting the ball, and they just happen to be putting them where we ain't. If you're Russell County, swung on and missed by Sack. Another swing and a miss for a strikeout. Brady Sack going to make the walk back to the Tigers dugout. It's going to bring the cleanup hitter Bryson Shepard, tall first baseman for Auburn, to the plate. Swung on and driven foul. That ball hit deep and over the right field fence for a Auburn grand slam. And what started out as a manageable lead for the Warriors to deal with is now set to 8-0. Johnson on the mound and looks to be reeling. Keep checking the dugout to see if Coach Danny Danielson or someone from his staff is going to go out and settle him down. I think they are at the point where they want him to work through it. Many lessons to be learned from that. This is Lawson Hare. Left fielder for the Tigers stands in to face Johnson. Johnson sends one high and inside on him. That one thrown down the middle. Diving stop. Great play by Connor Cox there. Not able to get the out at first, but he stopped the ball from his belly. Got up, made a throw. It was just off target. It's going to bring up Ryan Farr again, the designated hitter. Farr flew out to right fielder. To right field in his last trip up. He ended the first inning for Auburn Hit hard right at E.J. Richards, who flipped the ball over to Hunter Phillips, who then threw it over to Carson Carswell to complete the double play. And the Warriors get out of a nightmare of an inning that saw a grand slam from the Tigers. They're going to go in, have a quick conversation, and grab their bats and come out and try to chip away at this 8-0 lead that Auburn put up in the first 2 innings. You guys keep it locked in right here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We'll be back in just a moment after a word from our friends at Coca-Cola.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
Welcome back in to Russell County High School. Auburn with an 8-0 lead over the Warriors of Russell County. Hunter Phillips, second baseman for the Warriors, is going to step in to face Ethan Wade to see if the Warriors can start chipping away at this lead. First pitch from Wade was fouled back behind home plate. We say this every time we're out here at Russell County. If you've not been out here to watch any athletics events, you owe it to yourself to get out here, Russell County, with first-class facilities for every sport. And there's a reason when you tune into a Russell County game, I'm on the call because I'm the one that raises my hand every time there's a Russell County game to broadcast. So swung on and missed. One ball, 2 strikes. That one driven into shallow center. Daniels on to make the catch and retire Phillips.
Now batting number 54, Cam Brewer.
It's going to bring up Cam Brewer to the plate. Left-handed hitter to face Wade to see if he can get something off of him and get something started for these Warriors. Hit hard and foul down the first base line. Just a reminder, at the conclusion of today's game, we will be announcing our Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game. And with Auburn being just outside of our viewing area, they are still eligible to receive those awards. So from either team, we'll pick the best player and award them with the Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game Award. Tigers scored 2 in the first, 6 in the second off of that grand slam by the first baseman, Shepard. 2-1 count now on Brewer. Chopped foul behind into the backstop. That one swung on and tipped right into the mitt of the catcher, Hall. And Russell County quickly down 2. 2 outs in the bottom half of the second inning. Grant Johnson, the pitcher, in the left-handed batter's box, going to see if he can help himself out here. called strike. To be on the inside edge of the plate. Bowed hard into the backstop. And Johnson finds himself in an 0-2 hole quickly. Swung on, driven over the shortstop's head, and Russell County is in business. Johnson is going to stand in at first base. Johnson stood in there with an 0-2 count and wouldn't be denied.
Lead up runner, number 23, DJ Williams.
Gonna see Victor Hernandez, the Warriors' designated hitter, settle into the left-handed batter's box. Wade's first offering is a ball low and inside. Hernandez is batting for Russell County catcher Carter Cannon. Wade delivers, looked like a breaking ball. Hernandez swings and misses to even the count at 1-1. 2 down here in the bottom half of the second. Swung on, driven up the middle, over the bag. And Russell County's going to have runners at first and second with 2 down for center fielder Harley Schaffner.
Batting number 16, Harley Schaffner.
Schaffner stands in and awaits the pitch from Wade. Wade gives him exactly what he wants down the middle of the plate. Schaffner swings and fouls it into the ground. I'm going to take this moment to shout out the Russell County Broadcast and Media Arts Department here under the direction of teacher Brad Beasley for all of their assistance with our broadcast of Russell County games. 1-1 count now on Schaffner. Two-one count now. Called strike 2, and Deuces Wild on the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. For Harley Schaffner, center fielder for Russell County. The pitch, hit, dribbled up the middle. Shortstop in to make the play, makes the throw to first, and the Warriors are retired without plating a run. As we go into this next break, I want to ask you all to keep it right here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live as you see a quick memorial tribute to my good friend, former Russell County head coach Tony Dimitri, who tragically left us earlier this year. Welcome back in here to Russell County. Auburn leads Russell County 8-0. They've scored on 7 hits. Russell County, no runs, 2 hits, and 2 costly errors that opened up the scoring for the Tigers. It's going to bring Antoine Daniels, the center fielder for the Tigers, to the plate to face Grant Johnson. Also a reminder that the second Sunday in Easter, not Easter Sunday, the second Sunday, we will have our Forged in the Valley episode. Forged in the Valley Redemption, the Danny Danielson story. Great story. I had the pleasure of producing along with Michael Frost, who conducted the interview of Coach Danielson. He tells everything about his life from his time here at Russell County, where he still owns the single season wins record as a pitcher, to his time of being drafted by the Los Angeles Dodgers, foregoing a full ride scholarship at the University of Alabama, to his time wandering in the desert and finding his way out and landing the head coach position here at Russell County. Daniels is retired on a deep fly to center field. One down here in the top of the third for Auburn. That Forged in the Valley episode will air right after the Georgia-Alabama Sports Live show. Second Sunday in April. Make sure you tune in and watch. Give us feedback. We love to hear everything we did wrong. And if there's something we did right, let us know. We're happy to hear that too. Johnson rocks, fires, delivers. Swung on and missed by far. Who was down in an 0-2 hole rather quickly to Johnson. Pitch delivered low. Handled cleanly by Warriors catcher Carter Cannon. 1-2 count now on Farr. Breaking ball. And Farr has nothing but a far walk back to the dugout after striking out. He watched that one go by and knew immediately he was about to be rung up. And home plate umpire delivered. It's going to bring Hall to the plate with 2 down here in the top half of the third inning. Chopped to third. Richards makes the play, makes the throw, and the Tigers go down 1-2-3 in their half of the third inning. We'll be right back with more action live from Russell County, right here on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. Keep it right here.
Going on right now at Glenn Smith and Opelika.
Both Chevy Silverado and Traverse are ready for you. Get supplier pricing today on all new Chevy Silverado 1500s with up to $13,500 off. Or get a loaded Traverse, the roomy Chevy SUV with third row seating, and enjoy up to $6,000 off.
Buy today and make no payments for 120 days.
Smart people from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Get ready to smile.
And we are back live from Russell County. Russell County's win back on March 4th over Auburn at Auburn by a final score of 9-5 really ignited what's turned into 2 pretty chunky winning streaks. Actually, 1 chunky winning streak followed by a couple of twosies and threes here and there. You know, they went in after losing 4 games in a row, and weren't expected to knock off what I would consider somewhat of a blue blood here in the Chattahoochee Valley in Auburn. And they got the job done. Turned around after that game and reeled off wins versus Eufaula Heritage, Tatnall Square, Headland, Beulah, Opelika, Eufaula again, and their first area game last night against Park Crossing, which they won 9-2. So the score right now, 8-0, looks a little scary on the scoreboard if you're a player, but you have nothing you can do but step in the batter's box and chip away at it, one swing at a time. And the man for the job is in the box, hits it hard. Richards hits it hard, back up the middle, right at the pitcher, who's able to finally come up with it and get it over to first base for the out.
Now batting number 11, E.J. Richards.
It's going to bring up E.J. Richards, third baseman for the Warriors, who's already had a couple of hard hits right at him today. Both EJ and brother Van have home run power, as seen on Georgia Alabama Sports Live in that game versus Heritage. Both brothers homered in that game. Richards watches that one. Count is 1-1. And one down here in the bottom of the third. One-two count. Tigers lined up defensively. Santiago at third, Farr at short, Chamblay at second, Shepard at first, Hall working behind the plate, and from left to right field, Hare, Daniels, and Sack. That offering from Wade, driven foul over the first base dugout. E.J. Richards behind in the count now, 1-2. Wade rocks, fires, delivers, and fouled into the backstop. Waiting on deck is going to be shortstop and winning pitcher from last night. It's Connor Cox. Waits his time. 2-2 count now. Wade delivers. Ball number 3 low. And the count is now full on Warriors third baseman E.J. Richards. Wade with the payoff pitch. Outside. E.J. Richards is going to walk 90 feet down to first base. Give the Warriors another base runner for Connor Cox.
Batting number 4, Connor Cox.
Cox, as stated before, pitched last night. He got the start today at shortstop. Great young man. After having the pleasure of speaking to him a few times, he's focused and driven, wants to be proud and happy to be a Warrior. And wants to do well for his team. Sees ball 1 from Wade. He gets out ahead in the count. Swung on him, fouled into the dirt right around home plate to even the count. Another one driven foul down the third base line. Head coach Danny Danielson is assisted by assistant coaches Michael Long, Zach Elias, Hunter Dawkins, and Michael Cox. Coach Danielson said after that early season losing streak that he had a little bit of a come-to-Jesus meeting with his team and told them what he expected to see out of them going forward. And they listened. He reeled off several wins in a row. Cox drives that one into shallow right field. Play is made, and 2 are retired here in the Warriors half of the third.
Now batting number 9, Carson Carswell.
Carson Carswell steps into the batter's box. Warriors first baseman. Let's see if he can't get E.J. Richards moved over to second base. Wade's going to check on him. Will get me overthrow to first base. Not in time as Richards slides back in head first. Ball low in the dirt, mishandled by Auburn catcher Cole Hall. Didn't get far enough, though, for EJ to take off for second base. The 1-0 pitch. Delivered low for ball number 2. Warriors batters appear to be being patient at the plate. Seeing what Wade will give them, and if you wait long enough, he's going to throw you some balls. He's at 42 pitches here, already in the bottom of the third. 43 pitches with that one. 3-1 count now. Driven up the middle past the pitcher. Carswell is going to reach first base. Russell County now with 2 men on.
Coming to the plate, number 2.
E.J. Richards standing at second. Carswell at first. And Warriors second baseman Hunter Phillips is going to step in to see if he can't put bat on ball, put it where they ain't, and drive a run in for the Warriors. First pitch from Wade. Thrown hard and in for a strike. Wade delivers. Swung on and missed. Phillips finds himself into an 0-2 hole rather quickly. As Brewer waits on deck. Phillips can get on, and Brewer can come up and make some noise with this bat. The Warriors will be able to plate a run or two. Swung on, missed. Dropped third strike. Delivered to first base for the out, and the Warriors are retired. We are heading to the top of the fourth. Here live from Russell County on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Carol Perdue in Phoenix City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Houlihan serves fresh, handcrafted dishes made just the way you like them. Juicy burgers, sizzling steaks, crisp salads, and shareable appetizers set the table for every appetite. Relax with friends, celebrate special moments, or enjoy a casual night out. Houlihan's delivers great food, great drinks, and great times, with 2 locations in Columbus, downtown at the Marriott Hotel and on Sidney Simons Boulevard at the Doubletree Hotel.
And we're back live from Russell County. You just saw our ad for Houlihan's. Our good friends with Valley Hospitality and Houlihan's are hosting Thrift Behringer, Richard Holdridge, myself and the rest of the Georgia Alabama Sports Live crew tonight for our live episode of the Georgia Alabama Sports Live show. Grant Johnson back on the mound for Russell County. Facing Santiago, who is 2 for 2 on the day. Swung on the first pitch, drove it foul down the third base line. Eight nothing lead for the Tigers. Breaking ball that just didn't break in time enough. In for ball number 2 inside to Santiago. It's going to even the count at 1-1. Like a changeup in for ball number 2. Johnson, fastball inside for ball number 3. And Santiago ahead in the count. Here's count 3-1. And he is going to take the walk down to first base. It's going to bring Hunter Chamblay to the plate, who is 1 for 2. Auburn's second baseman. Johnson gets a sign, checks the runner, and delivers. Chamblay squared to bunt, pulled the bat back in time. Umpire signals ball 1. Johnson finds the outside edge of the strike zone to even the count at 1-1. Warriors in their home whites. Auburn comes in wearing white pants with a blue pinstripe and royal blue jerseys with the block Auburn across the chest. Johnson checks his runner and delivers ball number 3. Second straight batter that's gotten into a 3-1 count. Johnson's just at 52 pitches on the day. That pitch swung on and driven foul over towards the Warriors' dugout. Count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. There is a runner for Auburn down on first base. That is Santiago, I believe the right fielder for the Tigers. Johnson's going to check him and chase him back to the bag where he arrives safely. That ball swung on, driven foul down the third base line. Right fielder sack is in the on-deck circle. I misspoke earlier. Santiago, the runner at first, is the third baseman for the Tigers. 3-2 count here on Chamblay. He drives that one high into center field. The play is made by Harley Schaffner out there. Gets it in quickly to hold Santiago at first base. And Auburn with 1 down now here in their half of the 4th inning. Sack, the right fielder, 0 for 2 on the day so far. Johnson delivers. Ball just outside of the zone for ball number 1 on Sack. Another offering from Johnson low. 2-0 count now on Sack. Swung on, hit hard at third base. Richards fires over to second, gets the out there. The throw over to first, not in time. So Santiago's going to jog back to the dugout. Sack's going to stand in at first base on the fielder's choice. That brings Shepard to the plate. Shepard, the big first baseman for Auburn. 1 for 2 on the day. Swung on and missed. Ball mishandled by Cannon. He's not able to recover in time to throw down to second to make an attempt on the runner. So Auburn with the man standing at second base in scoring position with 2 down here in the top half of the 4th. Johnson delivers, hit hard down the first baseline, fielded by Carswell, who will take the ball to the bag himself and record the out. Auburn goes down without doing any more damage. Russell County's headed to the dugout. They're going to grab some bats and see if they can make a little noise here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. We'll be right back. Keep it right here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy Eye Care, we have been serving the Bi-City community for 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible. To be able to cover the 16 different high schools, the local colleges, and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy and Gordy Eye Care, for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And then you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the number 334-291-5125. Keep supporting Gordy Eye Care and keep watching Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
And we are back from 57 Warrior Way here in Seale, Alabama. Russell County Warriors take it on the visiting Auburn Tigers. The second game in a 2-game home and home this season. Russell County came out victorious in the first matchup. Here in the second one, Russell County trails 8-0. Big first and second inning for Auburn. Auburn plated 2 in the first, 6 in the second on a grand slam from Tigers first baseman Shepard. Cam Brewer at the plate now for Russell County. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one delivered in the dirt, popped back to the backstop. Pushed the count to 2-1. You see Grant Johnson giving the ball back to the umpire. He stands in on deck, looking to help his calls out a little bit. Swung on and missed. Evens the count at 2-2. Nobody down here in the bottom of the 4th inning. I want to give a special thanks again to our presenting sponsors, Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, Coca-Cola, Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, and the Houston Sports Clinic. They make it possible for us to bring you all of the high school athletics action live all over the Chattahoochee Valley. Brewer swings and hits that one foul in the air behind home plate. And we'll do 3-2 all over again. Also, special shout out to Gordy Eye Care, our friends here in Phoenix City. I know many parents from all the schools we cover would insist that umpires need to make a trip to see Dr. Griff Gordy. I won't confirm or deny my thoughts on that, but Gordy Eye Care is there. Large selection of designer frames. Get your eye exam there. Go see our friends at Gordy Eye Care. One down here in the bottom of the fourth. And Russell County pitcher Grant Johnson stands in left-handed batter's box. Ethan Wade now at 63 pitches on the day. Johnson hammers that one into the left center gap, and the play is made to retire the Russell County pitcher. Two down quickly here in the bottom of the fourth. It's going to bring up Warriors DH Victor Hernandez wearing the iconic number 42. Hope you all are ready for Major League Baseball opening day. MLB season is upon us. Wade's first pitch to Hernandez outside for ball number 1. Us local Braves fans have a treat this year with the Braves opening the season at home. They'll see Kansas City Royals beginning Friday night for I believe, a 3-game series. That pitch fouled off. To even the count at 1-1 with 2 down. Sorry, 1-2 with 2 outs. Hernandez stands in. Wade fires inside to even the count at 2-2. Here locally, our Clingstones will open the season on April 3rd from Synovus Park. They'll see the Chattanooga Lookouts. Chattanooga actually has a brand new stadium that was built over the last 2 years, and it is set to open this year. Beautiful new modern facility for the Lookouts. And Wade is going to walk designated hitter Victor Hernandez. He's going to take his place at first base. And it's going to bring the center fielder Harley Schaffner to the plate. Russell County sitting at 10-7 on this young season. Head coach Danny Danielson and his Warriors have already gotten to the 10-win mark that took them most of last season to get to. That ball dropped just foul down the first baseline. Took the Warriors almost all season to notch 10 wins last year. They got 10 wins before April this season, including a first area win last night over Park Crossing, dominating 9-2 win behind the efforts of Warriors pitcher Connor Cox. The ball arrived outside, and the catcher tried his best to frame it. Put Schaffner at a 1-1 count. Hernandez standing down at first base, trying his best to get in the head of Tigers pitcher Ethan Wade. Wade still on the mound for Auburn, 73 pitches into this game. Wade rocks, fires, delivers ball number 2. 2-2 count, 2 out. Russell County runner on first base for center fielder Harley Schaffner. Wade with an unbreakable breaking ball. 3-2 count now. That one fouled off. Full count now for Schaffner. As I stated earlier, Wade is a pitcher that seems to have trouble consistently hitting the zone. And if you're patient enough there at the plate, he'll throw you a few balls. That ball hit backhanded by the shortstop, who's unable to get the throw over in time. And Russell County now with runners at first and second. I believe the last 2 innings they've had runners at first and second with 2 outs.
Now batting number 13.
I don't know that they've had it with their leadoff hitter at the plate. Van Richards steps in, and he's the one you want in this situation. You got ducks on the pond. You want somebody that can give them a round-trip ticket to home plate. First pitch from Wade to Richards, in for strike number 1. Wade delivers, swung on and missed. Richards into an 0-2 hole now. Wade to Richards. Swung on and missed for strike number 3. That will retire the Warriors. And we are heading to the 5th inning here at Russell County. Auburn leads the Warriors 8-0 off the back of a grand slam from Auburn first baseman Shepard. We'll be right here to start the 5th inning in just a moment. Keep it locked in right here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers, for the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists, for long distance love, for the farsighted, nearsighted, for introverts and extroverts, for the thinkers and the doers, for old friends. Coca-Cola, for everyone.
Welcome back into Russell County. Grant Johnson back on the mound for the Warriors. Warriors are in a hole, 8-0. It's going to be Lawson Hare coming to the plate for the Tigers. Johnson stares in, gets a sign, and delivers. Breaking ball, swung on and missed for strike 1. That one hit high into about mid-center field. Schaffner over to make the play to retire Hare.
Now batting number 1,
Ryan Farr is going to come to the plate now to face Johnson. Farr is 0 for 2 on the day. Swung on, dribbled out. Johnson over to make the play, unable to get the throw over in time to Carswell. Umpire's going to consult. Warriors PA announcer says it was a foul ball, and I believe him. The ball dribbled out just a little bit over. And it has been ruled foul. Farr's going to come back to the plate as he stares on in disgust of the umpires. He's going to get his bat and get another shot. If you're Grant Johnson, you're hoping he's getting another shot to strike out and go 0 for 3 on the day. Auburn's coach out to argue, not sure what he's arguing about. Coach Danielson stands out waiting for his turn to speak to the umpire. And he's going to deliver some baseballs like a good coach does and make his way back to the dugout for Farr to stand in with an 0-1 count. Johnson, breaking ball. Didn't break enough. That one inside and high for ball one to even the count 1-1 with one down here. Farr drives it into center field. Schaffner's got a read, makes the catch, and Farr will be returning to the dugout 0 for 3 on the day.
Now batting number 11, Antoine Daniels.
It's going to bring up the center fielder, Antoine Daniels. He was 1 for 2 on the day. He's got one hit. And he has scored 1 run today. Johnson gets the first pitch strike. Followed up with the ball to even the count at 1-1 to Daniels. Daniels sporting very bright pink batting gloves. Really pops against the white arm sleeve and the royal blue jersey. Johnson delivers, swung on it and driven foul into the backstop. 2-2 count now with 2 outs. Nobody on for Auburn. Grant Johnson has been very efficient this inning. That one chopped up the middle. Cox on to make the play. Fields it, throws. Is unable to get Daniels at first base. Daniels showcasing some of that center fielder speed. And arrives safely at first. Going to bring up Farr, who's 0 for 1 on the day. The field umpire is going to change his position, get over back behind Johnson. Johnson stares in and gets a sign. Checks the runner at first. He's unable to get him. He is back in time on his belly. As Carswell bobbled that ball thrown by Johnson. Checks him again. Carswell has a hard time fielding it again, but keeps it close, which keeps Daniels standing at first base. Daniels goes. Cannon fires down to second base. Phillips unable to come up with the catch, and Daniels will be ruled safe at second. 1-0 count now on the batter. Again, another thanks to Carol Purdue State Farm for bringing us coverage of the first inning in this game. Johnson delivers a strike to even the count at 1-1. If you want to save some money on your home or auto insurance, give Carol and her team a call. They're great partners of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. That one hit high and foul down the first base line. It's going to hit the netting and roll down. Unplayable. 1-2 count now. That offering from Johnson in the dirt to even the count at 2-2. 2 outs. You know what we say. Deuce is wild. Johnson just wants to get out of this inning. Give the Warriors a chance to bat. That one arrives in the dirt, and Daniels takes third base without even an attempt to throw him out. Full count now on Farr. Johnson rocks, fires, delivers. That ball was just outside the strike zone. It's going to put a runner at first and third. The umpires were just giving each other hand signals, too. I don't know that I've seen that before. It's going to bring the catcher, Hall, to the plate. Fresh zeros on the board for Grant Johnson. And they've got the Auburn base runner in a pickle. Great play, executed well. And he is tagged out. Great play there by the Russell County defense. They were able to escape that inning with 2 runners on and nobody crossing the plate. So Russell County will grab their bats, get ready to come out and face the Tigers in their half of the 5th inning. Keep it here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We'll be back in just a moment with the bottom of the 5th.
Going on right now at Glenn Smith and Opelika.
Both Chevy Silverado and Traverse are ready for you. Get supplier pricing today on all new Chevy Silverado 1500s with up to $13,500 off. Or get a loaded Traverse, the roomy Chevy SUV with 3rd row seating, and enjoy up to $6,000 off.
Buy today and make no payments for 120 days.
Smart people from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Get ready to smile.
Welcome back into Russell County High School. Bottom of the 5th inning here between Auburn and the Russell County Warriors. Appears as though Wade is going to stay in the game
Number 11, DJ Richards.
for the Tigers. Wade, 4 innings pitched. He's given up 4 hits, 2 walks. He's got 4 strikeouts. Most importantly is he has held Russell County to no runs scored, while his offense has done considerable damage to Russell County, plating 9 runs between the first and the second inning. And Van Richards is retired. It's going to bring up Connor Cox.
Now batting, number 4,
Wade has faced 20 batters now. He's thrown 82 pitches, 52 of those landing as strikes. Grant Johnson's numbers just a tad bit better on the efficiency side. Auburn did most of their damage in the second inning off of a grand slam and the 1 run scored last inning, while the Warriors had a runner in a pickle on the base paths. First offering from Wade was a ball. Cox pops that one up back behind home plate, and that's going to get out of play. Carson Carswell stands in the on-deck circle, ready to get up to the plate. The offering to Cox down the middle and foul back into the backstop. Cox now behind in the plate, behind in the count 1-2. Another big thanks to our friends at Planet Fitness. Gordy Eye Care, Houlihan's, the Columbus Lions, and Zaxby's of Phoenix City. Thank you all for the support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live that allows dudes like me the opportunity to come out, plug in, and broadcast games from all over the Chattahoochee Valley as we watch the hard work and efforts of our local high school athletes. A pitch from Wade delivered outside for ball number 2. Follows that up with a low offering for ball number 3. Count is now full on the Warriors shortstop, Connor Cox. Swung on and missed for Wade's 5th strikeout of the day. 2 down now for Russell County in the bottom of the 5th. Going to bring Carson Carswell to the plate. Warriors first baseman steps in to face Wade, who sits at 88 pitches on the day. Check swing foul into the backstop right over next to the first base dugout where the Auburn Tigers sit. That went high and well off the plate for ball number 1. 1-1 count now on Carswell. That one delivered in for a strike. Russell County won't have much time to lick their wounds. They will face Park Crossing again tomorrow here at home for their second area game of the season. That one driven foul over the first base dugout. The Warriors will be honoring their seniors tomorrow night for senior night. First pitch scheduled for 5:30 p.m. I believe that is Eastern Standard Time. Carswell drives it into right field. Right fielder trapped the ball, I believe, and Carswell is going to be safe at first. So once again, with 2 down, Russell County with a base runner. It's going to bring up second baseman Hunter Phillips to stand in and face Wade. Wade now at 94 pitches on the day. And he delivers second pitch to Phillips in for ball number 2. That ball catches the outside edge of the plate. Or maybe it was a good frame job by the catcher, but it's called strike number 1 on Phillips. Swung on and missed for strike 2. 2-2 and 2 outs. As Cam Brewer stands in the on-deck circle. Swung on and foul into the backstop. That was Wade's 98th pitch. Got to think he's starting to tire just a little bit. Breaking ball off the plate, and Phillips is going to be retired. We will start the 6th inning here in just a few minutes, live from Russell County on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
A strong workout needs a strong recovery. And with your Planet Fitness Black Card, you get access to 6 new amenities only at PF, like the Red Light Sauna and Polar Dry Plunge, both designed to reduce muscle soreness and relieve tension. Reset, rebound, and recover your muscles so you can do it all again tomorrow.
You gotta try this.
Join Planet Fitness today and get your first month free for just $1 down, $24.99 a month, no commitment. Deal ends March 13th.
New Black Card Spa amenities. Even stronger value.
And we are back live from Russell County. Auburn's Cole Hall, the catcher, going to settle into the batter's box to face Grant Johnson, still in the game for the Warriors, who delivers strike 1. A swing and a miss by Hall. One and one count now on the catcher Hall for the Tigers. Johnson delivers. That one swung and driven hard down the third baseline, but foul. Auburn is not an area opponent for Russell County. It's a non-area, non-region game for Russell County. That one is going to hit Hall, and he is going to take his free base down at first. It's going to bring up the third baseman, Santiago. Who is 2 for 2 on the day. Russell County pitcher Grant Johnson sitting at just 79 pitches compared to the 97 for his counterpart, or 98 for his counterpart. Johnson has been efficient again today, but victim of some miscues in the field in the first inning and leaving one out over the plate too long for the Auburn first baseman in the second inning, who sent the ball home to mama over the right field fence and plated Tigers plated 6 runs in that second inning. So 9-0 is the score. Johnson still in the bump for the Warriors. Stolen base attempt, and he is in safely to second base. 2-1 count now on Santiago. And that one is hammered into left center field. Richards on, grabbing the ball at the base of the fence, relaying it into shortstop. Santiago into second base with a stand-up double and an RBI as Hall crosses the plate. Hit batters and walks are always going to come back to sting you. You can pitch around hitters, but when you put guys on base, they have a chance to come back and get you. So Auburn scores their 10th run of the day to take a commanding 10-0 lead over the Warriors. First pitch from Johnson, and one is fouled back over the press box. Johnson not showing any signs of frustration or anger. He's composed and out there to do a job. Tremblay steps back into the batter's box. In an 0-2 hole to Grant Johnson. Gets his sign, checks his runner, rocks, fires, delivers breaking ball high. For ball number 1. 1-2 count now with nobody out. Runner standing at second base is Santiago. With a long fly ball into left center field to plate run number 10. Johnson delivers one that's as close as you can get without being called a strike, I guess, today. On the outside edge of the plate. Breaking ball swung on. Dribbled foul down the third base line. Talk about the strike zone always makes me think of our good friends at Gordy Eye Care. You need to see an eye doctor, check out some new spectacles, go and see Dr. Griff Gordy and our friends over at Gordy Eye Care. They'll take care of you. Large selection of glasses and great, friendly people. 2-2 count now. On the second baseman for Auburn, he's 1 for 3 on the day. Johnson delivers ball inside to run the count full. Santiago doesn't appear to be set to run. Johnson delivers, swung on and driven foul into the backstop. We'll do 3-2 all over again. That ball hammered into right center. Schaffner there to make the catch. Santiago is going to tag up and arrive at third safely. Johnson gets the much-needed fly ball for the out. For out number 1 of the top half of the 6th. That last pitch was number 92 for Johnson on the day. Johnson rocks, fires, delivers, finds the inside edge of the plate for strike number 1. Chop foul for strike number 2. Count is 1-2 with 1 down. Just a reminder, at the end of the game, we will announce our Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game. That one driven deep down the left field line. And foul. Swung on and foul. 1-2 all over again. On Brody Sack, the right fielder for Auburn. Swung on and driven deep into center field. Schaffner there to make the catch. It's going to relay it in to Connor Cox, but it's not going to be in time to get the runner at home. Santiago scores to make the score 11-0. Auburn. So 2 down here in the top half of the 6th. Johnson delivers strike 1 to Bryson Shepard, who hit a ball over the staggered height fence in right field earlier. If you're a Russell County fan, what was bad about it was the bases were juiced. So grand slam hit for him. That was part of a 6-run top half of the 2nd inning. And Johnson retires him this time to get out of the 6th inning. We'll be back with the Russell County half of the inning here in just a few moments, after you hear from a few of our sponsors right here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you can bring a friend anytime and so much more when you join today.
I'm bringing my other half.
I'm bringing the pep talk. Come on!
I'm clearing my head. And I'm clearing 300.
So, you in?
Join the club today. Get all the perks with the PF Black Card for $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Join today for just $1 down. Deal ends March 29th.
Welcome back into Russell County. Auburn is going to make a change on the mound. They're going to bring in Jake Haney to replace Ethan Wade. Wade's final numbers, 5 innings pitched. He gave up 5 hits, 2 walks, and had 6 strikeouts on the day. So Wade's day is done with 99 pitches, 63 of those falling 4 strikes, and faced 23 batters. So we're going to start the bottom half of the 6th inning with Haney on the mound and Cam Brewer in the batter's box with a 1-0 count. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. 1-1 count. Russell County trails Auburn 11-0. After earlier this season making the drive over to Auburn and coming home with the win. That ball hit softly to second base, who makes the play to second baseman Shepard. Shepard, the first baseman for Auburn, has definitely been the man of the hour for the Tigers. 6 RBI on the day off of the young man you're seeing stepping into the box, Grant Johnson, who has not had a bad day. A few costly pitches. If you watched our coverage of the Glenwood Border Wars tournament, the Friday slate of games here at Russell County, Grant Johnson started for the Warriors and was dominant all day in their win against the Heritage School. Johnson stands in the batter's box now. 1-1 count with 1 down. Swung on and missed. Fall behind in the count, 1-2. Umpire's going to ring Johnson up. Again, another time to bring up Gordy Eye Care. Pay him a visit. Eye exams and glass. Great glasses selection. Designated hitter Victor Hernandez, number 42, going to step into the batter's box. Now to face Haney with 2 down. That ball hits sharply, but right at the second baseman, who retires Hernandez. And that is going to do it for today's game here live from Russell County. Auburn's going to take the 11-0 win over Russell County. And we're going to announce our All-State, Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game. It's going to go to Bryson Shepard of Auburn. Grand slam in the 2nd inning and 6 total RBI on the day. We are, as always, thrilled to be able to bring you coverage of Russell County Warriors athletics. Just a reminder of what we've got coming up over this weekend on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Tomorrow, baseball doubleheader, Gadsden State at CVCC, 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock. Paxton will be on the call for that. Softball at CVCC with a doubleheader at 2 and 4. That'll be Richard and Mackenzie Collins on the call. Then a doubleheader live from Calvary, Strong Rock at Calvary in GIAA action. Tune in to hear Mike Frost on the call with Chris Gates producing. McIntosh will visit Pacelli for some soccer, and Central will be visiting Harris County. Central Carrollton will visit Harris County. Ethan will have all of that action for you. On Friday, Brookstone makes the trip down 431 to visit these Russell County Warriors. Mike Peacock, the legend, will be on the call for that game. And Friday night at 6, I will be back over in Columbus at Northside for the Stars Mill versus Northside region game. I'll be producing. Mike Frost will be on the call. So lots of high school baseball and soccer coming up on Georgia Alabama Sports Live over the next few days. Want to thank you for tuning in today. Want to thank our presenting sponsors, Coca-Cola, Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, and the Houston Sports Clinic for allowing us to bring you all of the action from the high school level here in the Chattahoochee Valley. Again, thank you for tuning in today. I am Ricky Rogers. Auburn leaves Russell County with an 11-0 win over the Warriors. The Warriors back in action tomorrow in area play versus Park Crossing. I'm Ricky Rogers. Thank you for joining us today, and y'all have a great night. Tune in to the Georgia Alabama Sports Live Show, going live at 9 p.m. live from Houlihan's, downtown Columbus.